ever decided something about a person or a situation or circumstance only to find out later that it was not what it seemed to be? It's not what you made up about it. My name is Heather Feather. I am the owner of Rare Bird Medicine, and today's topic is what it seems. One place that this has shown up for me in my lifetime is when I see a really, really beautiful woman. And as a psychic and as an empath, I can feel as a beautiful woman, like a stunning woman, where you just go, woo, what a pretty lady. When she walks in, I can feel the tension that is present. So you might look at her and go, oh, how easy it is for you. You're so beautiful. I'm sure everybody just gives you a discount. And blah, blah, blah. I've heard it on the TV a bunch, this idea that because you're beautiful, you got such an easy road. But do you know what it's like to have somebody that constantly wants to claim you as their own? And then they get mad that they can't have you. So then they push you away and reject you in advance because they have low self-esteem and they don't think they're worthy of your hand. Do you know what it's like to be a commodity because of the way you look? To not have people talk to you, to get to know your mind and your heart or your spirit? That's what I always think when I see a beautiful woman. I'm like, must be rough in these streets, girl. Sorry about your beauty. Like, I'm glad I look like girl next door. I clearly didn't want to get into all the beauty jars before I came down. I'm just have me look like an average woman, because I don't need all that. I already get a lot of that. And it's because my life has been deeply dark. If you imagine 60 to 70 people, imagine at least half of those being deeply, intimately close with you in some way, close family member, whatever it is, lovers, many of them, dead right now. Imagine being assaulted sexually many times over. Imagine having tons of car accidents. Imagine having people betray you in ways where they try to manipulate your consciousness. Imagine just constantly being betrayed, being lied over as the life of a believer, being lied to constantly, betrayed, manipulated, I am responsible. It may seem like I'm a victim to all of that. I am responsible for being overly committed to being the giver. I'm the giver. Do you know what givers manifest? Because it's in balance, takers. In order for you to give, you have to be with somebody that's really needy and helpless and needs to take all the time. So then the giver gets mad at the takers without recognizing, oh, I'm magnetizing you to me because I'm refusing to receive love because it wasn't safe for me when I was a child, Let me do my work. Let me do my shadow integration. Heather's doing a lot of shadow integration around being willing to receive support, and I'm getting a 0. Everyone that texts me, I'm like, I don't need anything, thanks, bye. You get a 0. So, sorry, babe, it was a little bit harder. And I'm still doing it. I said it to 3 people today that texted me. Sorry about that, but I don't need anything. So, my work is to learn to receive. I am not exalted as a giver. What I'm actually doing as being the giver all the time is I'm not letting humanity be given opportunity to pour their love and their agape and be witnessed in the glory of the light of their love that they share with me, and to witness their medicine as they support me, So it's actually quite selfish to always be the giver. It's quite greedy. Oh, I'm the good guy all the time. You don't get to be it. Blah, blah, blah. And so balance is what health and wellness is, being balanced in body, heart, mind, and spirit. So Heather Feather is working on that, because being the giver all the time is not what it seems. And if you're not careful, I've met many people that are super resentful. I'm not resentful. I give because it is my nature. I give because it's who I want to be. I give because giving to the all is giving to me, because it's all connected. And I am out of balance. At 5 decades deep, I'm like, actually, I have nothing to give. Nobody contact me ever. Bye-bye. You know what I mean? Because I haven't been balancing to make sure, has Heather received what she needs? Does she need rest and relaxation? What are Heather's needs? I'm not checking in with the self, which is my job. It's no one's job to make sure I'm regulated, to make sure my needs are met. Many people enjoy talking to me and telling me about their problems, and I can often get them to laugh or help them to feel better. But I can never fill a void of you ignoring yourself, no matter how you feel when you relate to me and talk to me. No matter how medicinal I may be, it is still your work to give yourself the time and attention you're seeking from others, to pay attention to yourself, to take care of yourself. It's not my job to make sure physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you are healed. That is your work. It will always be your work. It will never be mine, no matter what Heather Feather has ever offered you in the paradigm, right? So things are often not what they seem. We may think we're doing really well in our life and in our progress, but we're, greedily playing good guy and not letting anyone else play it. Share the role, Things are not what they seem. I've had many people treat me like I'm this white Karen, and I know, by the way, amazing, deeply spiritual, awesome humans, you should all wish to be the Karen that I know, But people have often treated me like I'm the a-hole that walked into the room because of my skin color or because they assume that I'm going to want to talk to the manager or whatever it is. And many of the people, I know it because I am a clear seer in a lot of ways, would not have been able to walk the life I've walked, would not have been able to face the darkness that I've faced. My dharma is illumination because of the amount of darkness I chewed on in this life. Ask yourself this, have I spent decades wanting to die? Have I had to go day by day, keeping myself from driving off a cliff every single day like I used to do in California? Don't drive off the cliff. Your only job is to drive home. Don't drive off this cliff. You know what I mean? Have you ever been so rooted in wanting to exit this plane because it's such a constant, consistent, dark nightmare down here with no respite, no grace? It never stops. It's unrelenting. You are asked to rise and rise and rise and rise and make 1,000 phoenixes appear before the ash that you keep getting burnt to. And then people treat you like a jerk because they've decided what it is that is you when you walk in a room. Oh, isn't she bougie? Isn't she special? Doesn't she think she's... Well, actually, I thought I was a worm most of my life, and I've been trying to serve humanity nonstop, and it's caused me some strife because I've been ignoring Heather while I've done that. And so, no, it isn't easy to be me. No, I am not what I seem, and I wouldn't wish the hell of my life upon you. May you have much greater graces than I, But you think that doesn't cause me to constantly evaluate as somebody that believes in karma and believes in unlimited lifetimes daily? What it is I have done that warrants this magnitude of unrelenting darkness. And as I stew in that, as I go to the store and you treat me like a jerk because you've decided what I am, do you think you have succeeded in your day as you treat people like garbage as you walk upon your way? Based on whatever judgment you've made of them, Things are not what they seem. I've spent 7 to 10 years loving somebody I've never been in a relationship with. Never, I've just socialized with them in a few instances. But this individual, because I have loved them and loved them at a distance, has awakened more of my heart. Like, they've shown me so much about my ability to love and my devotion to love. They've shown me, I've prayed for this person infinitely in the past 7 to 10 years. And they've shown me so much about love. And when I met them, I didn't know that a decade later, I would spend so much of my time thanking them for the grace of being a bountiful lesson of the magnitude of my heart in this place and its ability to love. I wanted a relationship, a romantic relationship my whole life. And now that I'm looking at what I've been experiencing for decades, I'm like, maybe not. Actually, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, I have never met a person in my life that is offering what I seek. Never. I've met a lot of people that have been in a relationship with me that want to come back after it ends. Oh, wait a minute. I'm running down. And it's like, we would have to have a real clear communication about, I am not responsible for your growth work. I am responsible for mine. If I need to clean something up, let me do it. I've probably done some stuff too. I'm happy to be responsible. There's a lot of two-leggeds that are acting like they're always right in the relationship. I see a lot of comedians joking about women doing this. Women, you're wrong. Women, you can be narcissistic. Women, you can be toxic. Women, you're not always nurturing. Women, you can be a hot mess. You know what I mean? Like, work on yourself. Like, just because you're a woman doesn't mean you're nurturing. Just because you're trans doesn't mean you're a good person. Just because you're a person of color doesn't mean that you're an honorable being, right? All of these labels of culture, gender, sexuality, all the things that we use to divide and go, I agree with those that agree with my labels. I don't agree with those that don't. I can't offer compassion to you if you don't agree with me, or if you're not like me, or if you're not one of my people. It's possible that you are missing the mark, which is sometimes referred to as sin, of let's start again, let's begin. Because if you want to really begin, here's the thing, it's all atoms. So whatever it is you're doing with this other person is what you're doing to yourself, Why shoot yourself in your own foot? You can always subscribe to Rare Bird Medicine on YouTube, like and comment there. Heather Feather always loves to hear your thoughts. I'm one.